And hopefully, the bottom line of that equation will be a Canadian victory. Canada in the red, the Soviets in the white, or CIS. And forgive me if they're the Soviets a couple times. Great chance. Score! Morokov, and the Soviets have the early lead. And it was very intense even during the stretching exercises. Puck cleared in along the boards by Vladislav Bulin, number 28. We are inside of the first minute, and the CIS with a 1-0 lead, scoring 15 seconds into the game. Habibulin hangs on to it. Eric Lindros on the flyby, and going to have a few words with Alexander Sverdov. The stick from one of the CIS players. And that was Jason Cullimore who gets the spear right below the midsection.
The question will be, is there going to be a penalty on the play? I don't think so, yet as we can see in that replay, there should have been. Niedermayer met up with a defenseman that can hold his own. Darius Kaparitis, watch him. He just got a piece of Niedermayer. Niedermayer has been rushing on the play game in and game out. He's a good offensive defenseman, and what a battle he had to encounter right there at the blue line.
Delayed offside on Team Canada, waved off. The zone was clear, but lots of time for the CIS to clear it back out to center. That was Lapointe coming in with the hit. He decked Sandis Ozolinch along the boards, and a penalty coming up against Team Canada. It will be a roughing call. Lindros roughing, 5:36. Canada's penalty killing ranked 4th in the tournament heading into this game. They've given up 7 power play goals.
But that's not something they want to practice in tonight's game. There you can see Turner Stevenson guilty of slashing, and he gave Boris Mironov one just as he was rounding his net.
Lots of time to go in the man advantage for CIS. Kovalev works his way in. Got some room, opens right up and almost feathers it in the outside corner. What a burst of speed by Alexei Kovalev. The young man many say will be the next superstar Soviet hockey player. And finally, Team Canada able to clear the zone. Here comes Eric Lindros, short-handed, works it up ahead, scores! Lapointe. And picking his way through is Slaney. Shoots, rebound in front of the net. Korea just missed it. And here comes Zoltak, back for the CIS with Sherbayev. Sherbayev shooting, scores! Karutkov was watching him. Here's Zhitnik, number 3 for the CIS. He is hammered by Lindros. And play is called. Team Canada called him the offside. Eric Lindros getting up a little bit more slowly than the man he lined up. That is strange. It was Zhitnik who he hit. Little work on Eric Lindros' windshield there in front. Might have gotten the butt end of the stick up there during this hit.
Watch this hit. Lindros putting the shoulder into Zhitnik. Zhitnik went down. So did Eric Lindros. Lindros then was trying to stagger to stay onside. Here's the hit. Now Lindros went flying as well.
Volkov jabbing at it along the boards just inside the line. He's able to keep it in. Puck worked out in front. Mironov trying to get loose. He slips it through, and Trevor Kidd was able to pick that puck up. Somehow the puck navigating its way through quite a crowd down in front of Kidd.
Darius Kasparaitis is a player that has not yet been drafted, yet he's an aggressive defenseman and he might be one of the better defensemen in this tournament. He and Mironov are, without question, the two best defensemen that the Soviets have.
He plays like a Canadian, is what one of the Soviet journalists told me. Not as disciplined as many of the Soviet players. As he fired out the right leg in rather amazing fashion. And here comes Lindros back. Works his way in with a chest-high shot. And Javi Bulin will hang on to it.
Carl, I'd like your thoughts on the FBI investigation of the NHL Players Association in the States. You've been sort of involved with the NHLPA up until recently in a roundabout way.
You might say that. I'm very excited about what's going on. I think it's long overdue. Hockey generally needs a cleansing, and it's been going in the works now for well over a year. We're seeing the fruits of it come to the fore now, and perhaps we might even get some guts from someone in Canada to do something worthwhile instead of leaving it all to the Americans.
Thank you very much.
Scores! Canada! And Paul Kariya finally able to break the ice. He's been waiting to score a goal since day one of this tournament. Just one penalty gets called. It goes to Carl Dykhuis. The infraction took place in the corner while both teams were scrumming after it. And then Scott Niedermayer with the major league high stick on Darius Kasparaitis. That wasn't called. And Krivorosov just parked open off to the side of the net. Top of the point. Ozolinsh works it in. Krivorosov with a shot. That is stopped. Rebound in front. Scores! Met Luke. Lindros dropping it off for Dykhuis. Tyler Wright up after it. Lands the two-hander on Kasparaitis. Lindros turns around with a big swing. No penalty call. Kasparaitis back to pick it up now for the CIS. And Rick Kornacki making some line changes.
Oh, good hit by Martin Lapointe.
And Lapointe has really been flying in this game. Gets it up ahead to Kariya, trying to slip through, and he is bowled over by Alexei Kovalev. Kovalev now for the CIS, starting back out of his own zone. Up through center, been a long shift for him. He'll try to get off. Across to Kuzminski, scores!
Well, they almost have to revert to a dump and chase. Right now, they've got to try and kill off this penalty.
CIS 1 for 5 on the power play with one shorthanded goal. Ozolinsh moves it across. Puck in front, scores! Kuzminski. Niedermayer can't pick it up. Here comes Sherbayev. He's got some speed in there. Sherbayev scores! Javi Bulin out off the boards. Here's Eric Lindros now. Trying to cut for the front of the net. Knocked away from him, and the CIS comes back. Here comes Sherbayev. Sherbayev up there. He's got Korotkov with him. Works it across in front. Kidd the save. Loose in front. Scores! Kasparaitis back to pick it up. 10 seconds left.
Loudest noise these fans have made, Paul.
Gold medal number 9 for the CIS as they put the boots to a weary Team Canada 7-2.